Hey, it's Wolfy-Chan, and I'm back with another anime review of Kakegurui Season 2. And, oh, I love it. Oh, I love it. Season 2 got straight into the action, like, immediately. There was no, like, getting to know the characters and figuring out... No, you've already seen Season 1, so, bam, straight into another gambling fight with Yumiko Jabami. And of course, now we have a whole new cast of characters from the clan that the student council president is from. And it's the Yami clan? Like, they all have something similar to Yumiko. Because it's like Jabami. And it's the Mi clan or something. And our first episode is a little girl from there who is like, the whole thing is cutting strings and losing a finger. Well, of course, our sweet Yumiko is gonna go nuts for this and like tries to cut them all off, and the little girl's scared at the end of it. And of course, this is all to be the next student council president and the head of this clan. It's very weird and yet very, very interesting. And I love our transgender character. And they're not trans in the sense of they're wanting to do anything like that. They actually look like a guy. And I assumed almost all the way through the anime they were a guy. Nope. Not at all. And I love it. So, soft spoilers. So, we're following this fight for being student council president. So, the most people who have votes, this isn't based off of money, this isn't anything. Actually, that has been suspended. And now it's based off of votes, which are in chips. The more votes you have, the more you're going to be president. Woo! So, of course, the family's getting in on this. And every family has their little quirk and their little cheat. Because, of course, when you're in this family, you need to cheat a little bit to get where you're at. And each of them are very different. We have, like, the card game for voting, which is, like, you give a vote to everybody or something in here, and then you move on. And depending who has more or anything like that is the game. So you can steal them, you can keep yours, you can give it to somebody else. And of course, Yumiko kind of gyps the system by, you know, pointing out certain things. And of course, she wins in the end. I don't think in season 2 she's ever lost anything this time, because the stakes just kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And we even have one of the old student councils who came in with our sweet little darling girl who had to get her nails ripped off. And he's like, I financially backed Yumiko and all of this stuff. And it turns out very good, which his hair from turning black turned to white. I'm guessing stress can do that when now your soul is linked to somebody else. I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but it is a very interesting tie-in. And why does he have white hair? I mean, I love white-haired characters, but... So, we also find a little bit more backstory on Yumiko. Now, Yumiko and her mother were actually part of the family that the student council president is. And that was actually really weird to me, because I always had the connection like their last names are too similar to be not. But you find out that her mother was part of it. And her mother had the same thing as Yumiko. The love of the game, the love of gambling, the love of just, here, take this, take that, just do it. I don't care. I want to have fun. Well, I'm guessing, and it's not told in the anime, it might actually be told in the manga, which I need to buy. I need to buy more of them because I love it so much. But, reel back. It's not actually said why her mother went to a hospital. Something bad happened, she fainted, which I'm guessing she lost a game. I can only assume. And Yumiko went with her mother because they were exiled, because it's a gambling family. Of course, if you're not good at gambling, like, get out. But her mother, it looked like in the clip, was fiddling with like cards and stuff like that. And I'm guessing her mother taught her everything about gambling, like to a T, how to win, here's tells, here's how people act, yada yada. You never see Yumiko's father. You just see the mother, which, you know, this seems like normal in this family that the women take more charge in it. But you see a flash of Yumiko, and it seems like she's wanted to pay for her mother's, you know, surgeries or anything like that while she's in the hospital, but also to feed her gambling itch and to live the life that she wanted to, that her mother can't, and maybe, like, just maybe, to get back in the family or take control of the family and knock down stuff like that. It's really hard to think about it because we never get told what her end game is, what Yumiko's end of everything is, what she wants in the end of all of this. We don't get to know or see it. We don't. I don't really like 2 + 2 know. Even like in the first volume of the manga, that wasn't very much explicit like, this is what I want to do. No, it was that she wanted to have fun and gamble and just woo. But like, I feel like there's a motive to this. I feel like either she wants to put them down, take them out, put them in their place, and then go back to gambling as much as she wants, with now millions of dollars on the table. But I don't know. We go through almost every character, and we go through bettings and everything like that. The student council trying to keep the student council in their little realm and still have the president. Then you have stuff with the twins. The masked twin is, of course, going with our blonde-haired beauty to win this so that her sister isn't forced to anything. But of course we have that tall tale of, well, you need to tell me the reason why you're doing this. And even her motives are kind of sketchy, I guess would be the good word for it. It's kind of like she wants her family to be okay. She wants the president to be the president, the masked girl, who's basically the identical twin, which I'm guessing she lost something. And so the president was like, you can only wear a mask because there's only one me. And yet they're twins, and yet also seems to be engaged to somebody to own the family or something. It's very weird because it was kind of hinted at, but the twin just wants her sister safe and not in this or that. It's very interesting, very sweet, but like, how, like, you have a lot of money and you're vice president. So it's very interesting and very cool. You actually see the two idols go against each other, and it's hilarious how our idol in the school is like, I'm breaking because I want to be the only special one. And then of course you have like the model actress from the clan coming in to do this. And of course Yumiko's in this, and she's just like, by the end of it, I think she's uninterested because it's just, But then of course, once the model breaks, back in, baby, back in. So I loved all these episodes, and I really, really can't wait for more, to be honest with you, because it is a good series. They do good storytelling. This is also just, woo, wow. And I love it. I really do. This is a series that caught me off guard because I didn't think I would like a gambling anime. They're not up my alley in a sense, but it's really good. I really like them. I recommend anybody to watch this one because it is also kind of a more mental series, and season 2 just ramps it up. And I love it. It's also, as you can tell, on Netflix, both season 1 and season 2. Which I believe they're both under Kakegurui. It's just season 2 is like 2 exits, I think. From last I saw, it's been a while since I watched this anime, but because I love it so much, remember everything. Because Yumiko is my babe. She's technically number 2 waifu, to be fair. She's slightly crazy, but like, number 2. So, if you like this video, definitely leave a like. Leave it in the comment section below. Have you seen season 2 of Kakegurui? And what are your thoughts about it? Once again, my favorite character is Yumiko Jimami. No matter what. It's just, I love her. And the dude, which you don't see a lot of him in here. It's very interesting. But, love it nonetheless. Just love. And don't forget to like the video. And don't forget also to subscribe! That big red button for more anime, manga, something new, something different on my channel. And if you want to follow me on Twitter or Facebook, the links are down below. I am hoping that you're having a really, really good day. It's at least kind of nice. It's a bit windy, but nice day. Wolfy-Chan out. Bye.